guys, welcome back to my channel. Today is November 6th, and so today is Wednesday, and I thought that I would come on here and share a work from home opportunity with you guys that I just recently decided to apply for myself. And so I thought it was pretty interesting. It's pretty rare that you see a work from home opportunity that offers benefits. So this company is called Sitel. They are looking for work from home inbound call center associates. So I came across this website just generally looking for work from home opportunities. Something else that I can probably get into, make a little bit of extra money for the holidays in my spare time, especially since the call volume at my current work from home job is kind of slow. I'm looking for ways to kind of fill up that time besides the other things that I do to earn income. So I did come across this company on YouTube. So I decided to go to the website and check it out. And so I'm just going to kind of read to you the general information that they have on the website. If you want to go to it and read along with me, you're more than welcome to. It is sitel.com. I'll have it right here at the bottom of the screen. And what you're going to have to do to get to it is put in the search by keyword. You're going to put in work from home, and then it's going to pull up search results for that particular position that we're talking about. So the title of the position is work from home inbound call center associate, and it'll have location virtual, department work from home. So as I was doing the sign up process, I did write down what I had to do, the steps that I had to do so that I could share this with you guys. I was actually going to wait to share it with you to see what the end result was going to be, but this was a couple of days ago since I've done this, and I haven't heard anything from them. So I don't really know what that means. However, you do have an opportunity to go on here and try it out for yourself. I don't know how long this job will be available, or this opportunity will be available. So that's why I just said, well, you know what, I'll just go ahead and make the video telling you guys about it, just in case it just ups and disappears and it's no longer available. So Sitel Work at Home Solutions is a virtual employee-based team supporting global Fortune 500 companies in the insurance, retail, travel and leisure, sports, and telecommuting industries, just to name a few. Sitel believes that great customer experiences are powered by people who love what they do and where they work. Our culture is one that invests in the growth and development of our human capital. We hope you'll consider joining the Sitel Work at Home Solutions team. And then it goes into about us, giving a little bit of background about the company. And then it goes into qualifications, technical requirements, and other technical requirements. And then it gets into what they offer. So let's talk about that. And then we'll go back to the qualifications and the technical part of it. So what they offer is a unique opportunity to work from home, basically the comfort of your own home while earning a regular hourly paycheck. It is paid training, set schedules. Majority of the shifts are 31 to 40 hours a week with other opportunities available. Career advancement opportunities. 70% of our leadership roles come from internal promotions. Medical and dental benefits for full-time employees. 401k retirement match, opportunities to earn additional income through incentive opportunities, vacation and holiday pay, employee discounts with Sitel, many major brand name partners. Oh, I read that wrong. Employee discounts with Sitel's many major brand name partners, world-class virtual team coaching work environment. Okay, so that's what they offer. So here is what is required. So the qualifications that they're looking for is prior customer service experience, sales experience, prefers working in a virtual self-management, self-motivated environment, excellent verbal and listening skills, professional and articulate voice, home office that is noise and distraction free, ability to provide superior customer service while navigating multiple systems, including the use of chat to ask and receive internal support, excels working in a fast-paced environment with evolving business needs. Okay, so those are the qualifications. So if you have any customer service or sales experience, then, you definitely want to check this out. So the technical requirements to this is, there is a list here. So I'm gonna just kind of briefly run over that. I'm not gonna go into details about that. You're more than welcome to go read it on the website. But the minimum requirements include, but are not limited to, desktop or laptop, operating systems such as Windows 7, 8, and 10, a separate 19-inch monitor with 1280 by 1024 minimum resolution, which this does not include monitors associated with the all-in-one units. So in antivirus, Windows Defender, or Microsoft Essentials. Okay. For your Windows system, you are required to have 4 gigabytes for Windows 7, 8, and 10. Processor speed would have to be a dual core 2 gigahertz or better. Free space 20 gigabytes and 3 available USB ports. Okay, and then it goes into the internet, because of course, like most work from home opportunities, you are going to have the internet. So it goes into that, and then it gets into noise canceling headsets, and then we're back down to what they offer. So for education, just in case any of you wanted to know, for education, they just want you to have at least a high school diploma or equivalent, so like a GED. Okay, so now let's talk about the process of applying. So after I read all of that, read the FAQs, went through all of the, is this opportunity right for you, read all of that, read all of the bullet points. I click on apply now because I'm like, oh, work from home with benefits. Arise does not, as an independent contractor with Arise, you don't get benefits, so you don't get like health and dental. Okay, so I'm listening out for my daughter because she's going to be home soon. So I apologize about that. So anyway, so yeah, so okay, so how I had to start doing it was I clicked on apply now, and I get to a page where it says type in your email address and then you start. So the first thing that I had to do, it was kind of like a step-by-step video process. It was kind of weird, not weird, but kind of interesting actually. Instead of like most things that you're applying for, all you're looking at is just, you're just filling out a bunch of paperwork and stuff like that, or not paperwork, but you get what I'm saying, filling out documents, answering questions. Well, this one is kind of like that, but it's set up to make it a little bit more interesting. So it starts off with a video of them introducing, all of that stuff, and then you start getting into the process of signing up. So the very first thing, and I'm going to be looking at the notes that I took as I was doing the process. So the very first thing was personal information. So I did have to fill out some personal information, just like with anything else that you sign up for. And then once you move past doing that part, you get into taking what they call an assessment. So the assessment, they tell you that there aren't any right or wrong answers, which in the beginning I was kind of still nervous about, because I'm like, well, dang, is this going to make or break, whether or not I am accepted for this opportunity or not? But I kept through the process and I stayed positive about it. So there is a series of questions that you answer, but it's broken down into groups. So like the first group of questions that I had to answer were questions about proficiency of computer use. Okay, so that was the first thing. So I had to answer a series of questions about that. And then you listen to a call. But as you're listening to the call, it's kind of like you're the person that person is talking to, because on the screen there's like a video of a person talking as if they're calling in, and you're the person that they're talking to. So the series of questions that it's asking you is basically, what would you do during this type of phone call? And it will give you a list of things, different options to choose from, and you basically choose what you would do, and then you would choose what you wouldn't do. So there's like a thumbs up and a thumbs down, and then you move on to the next, then it goes to the next part of the call. You listen to that person, you look at the options, and then you do the thumbs up and thumbs down. What would you do? What would you not do? Or what would you say? Or what would you not say? So that's kind of how that's set up. So that's that portion of it. So then you move on to brain games. So the first one that I had to do was like a Pathfinder. And it was basically where it was a box with all different kind of lines, and it was multiple choice. So there was these shapes that you had to choose from that you could see within that box with all these lines. It was one of those type of things. And at first, now I'm not even gonna lie to y'all, they give you practice questions before you actually take the go through with the series of questions that they ask you. They give you a couple of practice ones first. The practice ones are easy, but it seemed like the actual portion of the test or assessment was not as easy as the practice questions. And everything is timed, so every question you get 40 seconds. Even during your practice questions, you get 40 seconds. So basically, if you don't answer the question within 40 seconds, it moves on to the next question. It does not tell you if you got it right or if you got it wrong or not. So yeah. So the next thing that it moved on to was crack the code. So basically it was a sequence of numbers, and you had to figure out, that was the next assessment. So crack the code, what was that one? I can't even remember. Oh, it was some pictures. That's what it was. So it was like 9 blocks of different pictures, different patterns, and you had to like crack the code. So that one was a little bit more easier than the first one and the last one, which the first one was the pathfinding, and then the last one is the number sequence. But it was still a little bit tricky. It wasn't all that simple, okay? Like I said, the practice questions, they were pretty easy, but the actual assessment part of it, that count, it wasn't as easy for me as as the practice questions. So that one was pretty okay. I managed to get through that one. And so it's like about anywhere from 20 to like 30 questions for each. If I'm not mistaken, it was about 20 to 30 questions for each section of the assessment that I had to take. So then after that one, it moves on to the number sequence one. That one, it got hard too. Like, I couldn't even, you know what, y'all, after some point when I was doing these assessments, and this is, not to deter your decision if you want to try this out or not, because it's going to be different for everybody. But for me, after a while of just looking at all of the questions and trying to figure it out, and not knowing whether I was even getting them right or not, I was just like, whatever. And they were all timed, 40 seconds. And so after like 3 or 4 questions, I was like, you know what? I'm just going to guess at the rest of them. And that's pretty much what I did. So the next one was puzzles. So this one was, you were supposed to solve a range of puzzles. And it was for abstract and analytical reasoning abilities. So, hey babe, come on in. Sorry about that, y'all. So my daughter just came home from school. So yeah, you don't, when you're taking the assessment portion after you've done the 3 or 4 practice questions, you don't know if you even got them right or not. And especially the pathfinding one, I mean, it was just, child, I just couldn't, like, after a while, like I said, I was just like, you know what, bump this. I don't even know if I'm getting this right. And all of it's starting to look kind of the same to me. You know, it was all running together. And so I was just guessing after that. But when you're when you're doing the practice portion of it, the 3 or 4 questions that they give you prior to taking the actual assessment, those are timed, but it does tell you if you got the answer right or not. But again, those are a little bit more than easier than the actual thing. So all in all, it took me maybe probably about 30 minutes to get through the whole process. And so then you get to a part where it says to record a video, and it's optional. So this is like your pitch to the company. So basically it's a small recording of you telling them about yourself, kind of like what you would do if you went on an interview and the first question that you get asked by the interviewer is, so tell me about yourself. Kind of like one of those. That is your pitch moment. I don't know if any of you ever really knew it that in that way. When you go to an interview and the person or that's interviewing you, if the question that they ask is, well, tell me about yourself, that's generally the first question that they ask. When I was working in corporate, we would call that your pitch, right? So if I had to sit there and interview with you, or sit in an interview with you and the owner or the manager or whatever, that's what we would call your pitch. So anyways, so yeah, so that's what that is. It's optional. You don't have to do it. I didn't do it because by the time I got done with all the brain teasers, I didn't feel as confident about it anymore. So I was just like, you know, whatever, let me just continue so that I can share this with you guys, the information at least. So then after you get past all of that, you get to, you know, the video is still playing. So it pops up when the person that you're interacting with, or virtual person that you're interacting with that's telling you what to do next, pops up. After they go away, then you have your system check. So the system checker that they use, you have to click on it and download it. And then what I had to do was go open up my folders and go to my downloads folders, click on it, and then it opened up, and then it checked my system basically. So you do get your results from that, or I'm assuming it would tell you that it didn't pass. Mine, it said that it did. Well, it said that it was successfully completed. Let me put it like that. It said that it was successfully completed. So once it checks your computer, you do have to click on the button again to see if it completed, and then another screen pops up and tells you if it was completed or not, or if you have to do it again. So you have to, when you do it, there is a code that you have to copy and paste into the pop-up of the system checker once you've downloaded it. You don't get your results of the PC scan, or I didn't get mine now that I'm thinking about it. What I did get was, like I said before, just a notification saying that it was successfully done, but it didn't actually tell me if it passed the PC scan or not. So once you get through with all that, you do get a set of results. Unfortunately, it's not whether or not they're gonna offer you the opportunity or not, but you do get the results of your assessment. So all of those brain teaser questions that you answered prior to your computer check are basically comprehensive. Oh, I'm sorry. Competencies and personality questions. So your results, it'll pretty much show you what your strengths were based off of the set of questions that you were asked in each of those 2 categories. So you get to see that, but you don't get to see anything else. So I don't know if you have to wait on an email. I haven't gotten any emails from them since I've done this, so I don't know if that is necessarily a good or a bad thing. But I do know that after you start your application, you do get an email that says action required, which is involving you setting up your account. And then you get your email saying thank you for, completing the assessment and all of that. And if you have any questions, contact the Sitel recruitment team. So, like I said, I don't have any final results as of yet, as far as being able to work for this company. But I did want to share it because that is one of the things that we do share on this channel. And I have been talking about Arise a lot. So I thought I would mix up the content, or the place or company rather, a little bit here. So this is again Sitel. They are looking for inbound call work from home agents, and this is a work from home job that you can do out of your personal home, and it has benefits. So you guys go check it out. Hopefully everything works out for you. If you have been working with Sitel or have worked with them before, or maybe are in the process of working with them now, comment your experience down below so that other viewers can kind of get an idea of what the experience could possibly be like. Keep in mind, everyone's experience is going to be a little bit different, so your experience may not be like my experience, but everyone has an idea of the process and what to kind of keep a lookout for. So if you guys enjoyed this video, comment, or well, give it a thumbs up, and share this video with anyone that you know that is looking for a work from home opportunity. You guys make sure you subscribe, join the family. If it's your first time, hello, welcome to the channel. If you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. And I appreciate all of you guys' support, and I will see you guys tomorrow.